Before we start this assembly video, it's important to note that all timber joints come together in one way. So every joint on your bed will follow this procedure, and I'll explain it once so we don't have to do it through the whole video. All planks will have 3 holes, 2 holes for dowels and 1 hole for a screw, for a long screw, like these. Every male plank will have 2 dowel holes, space for a barrel nut, and then where the screw goes in. So I'll now demonstrate. Your 2 dowels will go into the plank. Then you'll have your barrel nut that looks like so. Goes into the plank here. And then you'll have 2 different lengths of screws. I'll specify what screw to use throughout the video. Always check your screw and your plank first to just make sure it threads in properly. If it threads in properly, you can then push it in to the side of the plank. Take the screw from the other side and screw it in. All joints on this bed would first be hand tightened, and once the entire bed is assembled, you can use the Allen key to fully tighten. This works for all the joints on this bed. So as long as you keep this in mind, your bed will come together easily. Perfect. Thank you very much for buying a Timbertown loft bed. Let's get started. So you have 4 legs in total, but 2 pairs of legs. The best way to identify the legs are the holes at the front should be facing the same direction, and the holes on the inside, on the sides here, also need to be facing the same direction. So insides facing each other, front facing forward. This makes a pair. We have the second pair on the floor here. You can see the insides are facing each other and the holes on the front are facing up. Then you have in total 8 of the headboard planks, 4 per side, and then you also have 2 special planks in between these headboard planks. They are for the desk, and they are mirroring each other, so I'll explain that in a second. But basically, if the one plank faces this way with the short side facing the left, then on the other headboard you're going to want the short side facing the right. This way, when you assemble it and you put your long pieces in later, your desk will fit perfectly. So that's just important to note. Okay. Attempt these holes need to now line up. They are now mirroring each other. Perfect. Before we move on, just a quick explanation on your planks. So on all your long planks, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different long planks in this bed. The ones that will be used with your mattress have a lip at the bottom here. The mattress slats will sit on top of it. The lip sits flush against the bottom. Okay, you will have 2 of those. Then you will have 2 of the desk planks. These have a lip that sits raised from the bottom so that the desk can sit on that groove there and hopefully be nice and flat when you're done installing it. Okay, and then you have 3 normal planks. These have no lips on them. They are just plain planks, and they'll be used as your safety railings, and there'll be one at the bottom here, and that's just the extra support plank just to make the bed more rigid. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom. If you're going to do this by yourself, I recommend starting at the bottom, leaning it forward like so, leaning it forward, and then tightening this one, doing the one right next to it, this one for the other side of the desk. Then it's going to kind of stand perched on its side, and that will allow you to do the 3rd one there. And then you're going to attach your other side, and once your other side is attached, you're not going to completely tighten your barrel nuts yet, so you have some flex in the frame. Then it allows you to get these top ones in. Okay, but you don't want to put the top ones in and then let it lay over, because if they fall, they are going to break off those dowels. So if you have someone to help you, that is perfect, but if you're doing it by yourself, just follow what I do here. Okay, now it's time for your table or your laminated sheet. It has holes in it. This is where screws go. It's very simple. You just install it from any side. You place it on. It should fit just right onto it. There you go. And you're just going to put your screws in. Slats. So you have 9 of these slats. They don't have rounded edges, they're just sharp. That's how you identify them. Now to install them is you have a little spacer block. Push the spacer block against the side. Push the slats against the spacer block. You can either tighten with a drill or a screwdriver. Place it next to the other one. Tighten, and then just move your way along until all your slats are perfectly spaced. And that's it. Okay. You'll have 5 short 30 or 40 centimeter planks like this, and then these tiny dowels, these tiny little dowels, you push dowels in. You have 2 ladder frames. They should already have their hooks on. You just choose one side, and then you start, and you just pack them in. And you do your other side, put all your dowels in, then line it up from the top, push down, and then take your screws and screw it in from the top. As easy as that. And your ladder is done.